see how the sun looks between how far away we are. So this is how it looks on Mercury. You could see this. This is how big the sun would be. You know, you wouldn't survive on a second of it. You might survive for a second, but it's just too hot for you to actually survive on here. And it's now time for the next planet, which is Venus. We'll see how it looks. So first we go through the sun, and here's Venus. That's what the sun would look like. We can see all of those solar storms. We can also see the sun kind of moving because that's how the sun does. Now we go 93 million kilometers out to Earth, and then we're on Earth. That's how big the sun is. So that's pretty cool, guys. Now a magnetic field protects us from radiation. And our moon also protects us from asteroids, just like Jupiter does out through the asteroid belt. Over, like, out in the asteroid belt. Kind of like Saturn. Saturn sometimes does that. But we go a lot of miles away from the sun, or a lot of kilometers. And then once we go to the planet Mars, we see the asteroid belt, and then we see Saturn. Finally seen. This is how big the sun is. There's a crushing pressure on this kind of planet, and it's not really good for life because it's not in the dandelion zone. It needs to be in the Goldilocks zone to actually make people survive on there. And then also, and if Mars really needs to survive, it also needs a moon if it wants to survive. But since it has two moons, the magnetic pull is not strong enough, so it enters crushing pressures. Next, we're past the asteroid belt. Oh, look at Mars. Well, we're going into the asteroid belt where Ceres lives, a lot farther from the sun. And it's inside the asteroid belt, so you can see a lot of craters. Those are asteroids, and there's Ceres, the biggest asteroid. Ceres is a big asteroid, but clearly counted as a planet because it's gold blue. And it's diamonds. There's a lot of diamonds inside Ceres, but this is what the sun looks like. Ceres clearly doesn't have a moon. But if it had one for the first time, the moon would almost be super far from Ceres or bigger. There's the moon. The moon would be super far from Ceres, but still it could crash legends. If it stayed right there, it would crash into Ceres. But now we're going to the planet that protects us. And you know what planet that is? Jupiter. Outside the asteroid belt. It's one of the outer planets. That's what the sun would look like. You see that straight asteroid belt with Ceres still glowing and what's over there? Oh, there's still some collisions, but mostly Ceres. But this thing is a gas giant with the mass of, look, whatever I'm moving, that's the mass. The mass is that thing. Where it says planet outer, that's the mass of the planet. But the sun is small, and Jupiter protects us from a lot of asteroids. And there's a storm in Jupiter called the big red spot. And if there was a moon, the moon would be actually extremely close to Jupiter, making time faster. The moon one day could actually crash collisions with Jupiter, but that will never happen. Because the gravity of the moon could stay out of its atmosphere because the gas giants are extremely huge. So, let's just go. to Saturn, one of the most outer planets, until it comes to Uranus and Neptune. This is our beautiful planet. It has wings because something went in its roach limit, and then it got ripped apart by Saturn's gravity into wings. But look, this is what the sun would look like. And this is its mass right here. What's going up? That's its mass. That's its mass right now in space. Wondering. And at the end, we'll see how the black hole could mess up a solar system. Next is Uranus. Almost the most outer planet. The sun looks like this. Something within its roach limit like this. Like a moon could sometimes rotate from the bottom up like this. Some moons does this, which is, it's confusing to what position you put it in. So that's pretty cool. And this is, we are not in the gas giants. These are ice giants because the distance from the sun is far away on these ice giants. Lastly, we got Neptune, but also Pluto. Everybody loves Pluto. But look how far out Neptune could be. Neptune's this far out from our solar system and a lot of kilometers away from the sun. This is what the sun would look like. Its vertical rings and its weird rotation was made by some moons that hit it and it flipped over. Just like some shock waves could do. But this is another ice giant, and it also has a big storm. It's like that storm right there. But if it had a moon, it's kind of big, so the same thing would happen like Jupiter. The moon gets fried because how far away it is from the sun. Wait, we need to destroy the moon. Guys, now let's go to the next planet, Pluto. Why did I call it a planet? Even though it's not a planet now. So, let's go to Pluto. This is Pluto. It has one moon named Christian. And since Pluto's super small, this moon is completely far away. And if Pluto really had a moon, the solar eclipse of Pluto, it would all turn black. But look how far away the moon would be. That's as far away as Christian is. But it's time for the black hole. The black hole's gonna be kind of aggressive. Oh, the moon blowed up. And it throws pieces right at where we are. Well, let's leave Pluto and go to a black hole to see what it could stop. To see what it could do to our solar system. So this is the sun. With this kind of mass. But it's time for the black hole. No more solar system. Goodbye. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. This is Solar Smash. You can download it off of the App Store. Please and you can download City Smash too. This will be actually good for you. This is entertaining. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Bye guys, subscribe. Bye-bye. Don't what's up.